HOPS fans, welcome to another little HOPS help video, this one on the subject of joining HOPS accounts. If you work at more than one organisation that uses HOPS and you have a separate username and password for each of those organisations, you'll be pleased to know that that is no longer a necessary evil. You can now have just one username and password and use that to access all of the HOPS accounts at all of the organisations you work for, and you can jump between them without having to log in and out of the system each time. Here I am in my Swindon Panel Society HOPS account. If you haven't visited Swindon Panel before, then I recommend you do so. It's very good. But I also have another HOPS account, which I'll show you now. I'll log out of this one. And I'll log into my other HOPS account, Danny Scroggins 12, which is at the Festiniog and Welsh Highland Railway. So I've got two HOPS accounts, and as far as HOPS is concerned, I'm two completely separate people. That just happen to have the same name, but obviously that's, completely possible. But I can now tell HOPS that I am the same person, and it will allow me to have just one username and password. I have to start logged in as the username and password that I want to keep. So I prefer my Swindon Panel username and password, so I shall log out of my Festiniog and Welsh Highland account, and I'll log back into my Swindon Panel account. Here we are. And I'll click on the little person symbol in the top corner and I'll go to My HOPS Account. My HOPS Account. And I'll be taken to a page with all the information about my HOPS account on it. And underneath my name, there'll be this Link Another Account option. You might see that linking another account is disabled because you haven't set your security questions. If that's the case, you can come down here and set your security questions. Those are questions that HOPS will ask you if you come to reset your password, like what street you grew up on and those sorts of things. Private questions to you. But as long as they're set correctly, you'll have the Link Another Account option, which takes you to this page, which explains, use this screen to request a merge of your HOPS accounts when you work with more than one organisation. The process will let you log into both organisations using one HOPS username and password. Please enter the details of the account you'd like to join below. We will discard those login credentials and you'll be able to log into both organisations using this account's credentials. So remember, we have to be logged in as the account we want to keep, and we're going to put the user account that we want to lose in this box. Of course, we won't lose the account, we'll just lose the username and password, and our other username and password will apply to both. Just to confirm, this doesn't in any way affect the data that's held at either of those organisations, and they don't get to see it. It's still kept completely separately. Everything I do with Swindon Panel is still going to be separate from everything I do with the Festiniog and Welsh Highland. This is just about merging my login credentials for HOPS. All account joining requests are manually reviewed, so please allow us time for your submission to be processed after completing the form. It's all done. It's all manually checked. So I will put my login credentials in here for my Festiniog and Welsh Highland Railway account. Yep. And I'll press submit. And as long as I've put in valid details, your account linking request has been submitted. My account linking request has been submitted. You can see down here. Give us a day or so to manually review it and approve it. You'll get an email to say, yep, this has now taken place. Your Danny.Scroggins 12 Festiniog and Welsh Highland Railway login credentials are no longer required. They're in the bin, and you can now log into both railways using what were previously your Swindon Panel Society login credentials. Now, when you come to log into HOPS after that, which I'll now show you, if I log into HOPS, my username's Danny. Normally it's first name dot surname, but I'm lucky, I've just got Danny. You'll be presented with this list of organisations that you have a HOPS account at and asked to select which one you want to be. So for each one of these, I've done that process that I just showed you. So if I click on Swindon Panel, I'll be logged straight into my Swindon Panel account. There we are. And if I now decide I want to go over to one of my other organisations, there's this drop-down box in the top left-hand corner where I can pick which other organisation I want to be logged in as. So there I am in my Moors Valley Railway account. Now, as another little trick, if I just log out again, If at the stage you log in, you already know which organisation you want to go to and you don't want to have to pick it from the selection box, you can, after your username, your normal username, firstname.surname, type a space, and then the initials of the organisation that you want to log straight in as. So you have to type your password in the normal way. And because I've indicated that I want to log straight into SPS, Window Panel Society, it's taken me straight there without asking me to select from the selection box. I can still jump to my other organisations from the drop-down list. I hope that's been useful for you. I hope it removes a bit of the complexity of using HOPS if you work at more than one organisation, particularly where browsers think they're being helpful and suggest the login details that they want you to put in the login box, and actually you don't want those, you want to log into a different railway, and it all gets very confusing. So I hope that's useful. If you get any problems, please speak to your HOPS administrator. If you are a HOPS administrator, please raise a support ticket if you have any problems. Thank you very much. Goodbye.